Savchenko of the Soviet Union, who's fought back pretty well here to level at 1 set each against her very famous opponent, Steffi Graf.
Love 15.
And there's a backhand toss by Steffi Graf, which has just gone out. Love 15. Graf took the first set, 6-2. Savchenko took the second set, 6-4. A miss hit there
15
by
all.
Savchenko at 15 all. Graf is the number 1 seed, and Savchenko is the number 11 seed.
Fifteen 13.
So here's Steffi Graf in trouble, as she was in the previous set with her serve. Chance here for Savchenko to break early in the third and final set. A comfortable put away there for Steffi Graf, but she still faces break point in this, the opening service game of the third and final set. Generally this week, Graf has played very well. She's looked by far the most solid player in the field, as befitting her status as the woman who won the 1988 Grand Slam. Savchenko at the net, and she was in position, but just hurried the volley, and that's huge. Level things up again at deuce. This is the centre court at the Olympic Park Tennis Complex. And
advantage Savchenko.
From the baseline, heading straight out over the baseline, so a chance here for Savchenko to break serve again.
Huge.
Bit of encouragement coming here for Larisa Savchenko from the supporters of her in this match against Steffi Graf. First game of the third and final set, 1 set each. Oh, and she dumps it into the net. Good running here by Graf. She had to make big strides. Got the toss up. But look at this, the smash down into the net.
During the play.
And Savchenko did complain. You saw the gesture putting her fingers towards her ear. She did complain about the noise while the rally was in progress. Tennis players do insist that their rallies be held in absolute silence, which is rather curious, I think. Advantage to Graf. And that's a low bounce. They've complained about the bounces being rather inconsistent on this hard court. And Graf goes to the change of ends. 1 love.
Okay, final set.
1 lover. My word, she's played well, Savchenko. Well, I suppose you can look at the surface of the court only so many times, but it has been a fairly consistent comment from the players during the week that the bounce here, surprisingly, is not always the same. Artificial court surface but sometimes the balls rear up. Stefan Edberg was the first player to comment on the surface of the court. Nice put away there by Savchenko, gives her 30-15. One set each. She took the second set 6-4 with some very good play. And Savchenko has served very well in this match today. There's a good example of a good second serve, cramping the backhand reply of Steffi Graf. It's 40-15 now. Very hot afternoon, mid-afternoon here in Seoul, very close to the Olympic Village. And that's out. And well held again by Savchenko. She served very well in the second set.
1-0.
Rhythmical clapping begins, which I think is coming from the court of the arena that is supporting Savchenko's case. It may be from Russian team members, although there are a lot of Russians at these games. Some big cruise ships have come into Seoul. And there's a good example of Graf passing shot from the baseline.
15 love.
Well, some good length on the shots from both players, being deep to the backcourt each time. That was a short one from Graf, and a little dink from Savchenko, and well saved by Savchenko. Excellent play. A nice run by Graf, and a little cross-court shot, but then Savchenko ran brilliantly to save and push to the open court. 15-all here in the third and final set. This is a quarterfinal match, the 11th seed against the number 1 seed. And here she is, the number 1 seed. Well played, Savchenko. She's going really well here.
15-13.
Well, she has got excellent court coverage at the moment. Savchenko causing a few headaches for Steffi Graf. Trouble for Steffi Graf. An unforced error on the backhand into the net gives Savchenko a chance to break serve. We could be heading for an upset if she can get the first service break in the final set. 15-40. And it's called out.
Savchenko.
So Savchenko has the break, and at the change of end leads 2-1 in the third and final set. Well, Larisa Savchenko is having it all her own way in this match in the last 10 minutes. She played very well to take the second set, 6-4. And now she has the service break and leads the World Grand Slam winner in 1988. 2-1. And has the service break. Savchenko serving very well in the last half, 3/4 of an hour in this match. Take the second set, move to this position in the third. That one's out.
30-16.
Steffi Graf's only lost 2 matches this year. Both of them to Gabriella Sabatini, her doubles partner, and they played against each other. Tennis has been very well supported by the crowds here in Seoul. Good running by Graf. Pushing that one down the line. Oh, nice shot down the line by Savchenko. Good recovery and a good put away by Savchenko. She's going really well here.
14-15.
We're seeing more than a hint that an upset could be on. What a good shot that was down the line. Good recovery by Graf, and then this hard hit forehand away into the corner for a winner. 40-15, Savchenko serving. Oh, that's in.
She leads 3-1.
It was a flatly hit reflex shot on the backhand. Here it comes here. That was sailed down and into the corner to give her the game. Now look at this. Savchenko leading 3-1 with the service break in the third and final set. Are we going to see an upset here and see the number 1 seed tumble out? Well, that's a good reply by Steffi Graf. No call on that one. 15-love. That one's a stayed on the paint. That's the winner.
30-love.
30-love. Larisa Savchenko, the number 11 seed. Graf serving 1-3. Third and final set, 1 set each. That one's gone back for a clean winner. Just dumped it down onto the court. Did Steffi Graf.
40-love.
Graf serving at 40-love. This is a more impressive service game from her. And there was a nice shot.
Wow.
So Graf goes to this change of ends, having held serve. 3-2 to Savchenko. So the first point of the 6th game
15-love.
of the third and final set, won by Larisa Savchenko, who's gone so well today. She's only the 11th seed against the number 1. And she has served so well. 30 love, Savchenko. Such a good one that time by Savchenko, missing the mark by about 18 inches. And a double fault.
15.
She must continue to keep the momentum going. Her service is working very well. Graf's having trouble with it. It's a bit windy today, a bit blustery. Excellent return from Graf. And well put away. Excellent return to the feet of Savchenko, and then a forehand, very hard hit from the baseline. Now where's that going? It's well into the back court. Up goes the toss, and it's out. Graf is getting back into this.
30-40.
So a chance here for Steffi Graf all of a sudden to break back here in the third and final set. Hit the net and stayed beyond the service court, so it's a fault. Second serve now. Oh dear. So just a wee attack of nerves there on Savchenko. 2 double faults. And Graf is back in the set, and you can't really do that against the world's #1 player. And the crowd around us chanting, Steffi, Steffi, because she is a very popular member of the West German team, and they haven't won too many gold medals at these games, so perhaps they're hoping for big things from Steffi Graf. She looked none too good at 1-3 down. Now it's level again at 3-all.
15 love.
And Savchenko starting to look a bit down in the dumps. And that's too late.
15-all.
Interesting to see the people in the crowds with their shirts off. You see that young man behind Savchenko there. The local Seoul TV station came down to the courts with a crew and made an item about the people sitting in the stands. Young men with their shirts off, young women with, shall we say, skimpy tops. You see, the Korean people never take their shirts off or wear the kind of summer clothing that we're used to in New Zealand, where the arms are exposed and the shoulders. And they found it such a curiosity. Such a curiosity, they made a whole TV item about the fact that these Western people dress rather immodestly. That's all by the by. It's 40-15 now. Steffi Graf is suddenly turning on the power here, turning on the heat. And that's game for Graf. So Steffi Graf resumes. Backhand cross court. Wrong foot, Savchenko. Lovely play. Savchenko looking good with this shot, but then straight down the line and then cross court behind Savchenko from Graf. Excellent play by the world's #1 player. She won the Australian Open, the US, the Wimbledon and the French Open this year. For tennis's first Grand Slam winner since Margaret Court in 1971. And of course, Graf aiming here for what they're calling the Golden Slam,
13.
in which she could win if she gets through to the final and wins the gold medal. It would be the Grand Slam tournaments plus the Olympic Games gold medal, the first time since 1924 the Olympics have had an official tennis event. Oh, brilliant shot from Graf from court diagonal.
Love 40.
Look at this next shot from Graf. Savchenko right into the corner, and from corner to corner, a glorious forehand. Now a chance for another forehand from Graf. Oh, she dumps that one. Hits it straight into the net.
15-40.
So Savchenko in trouble. There's been a turnaround in this match. Oh, the wind has curled that one around beautifully.
Game is Graf.
And that's the service break.
She leads 5-3.
Here it comes again. Hits with the use of the wind. Just a drifted back in. Well hit. And now,
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Savchenko's chance could well be over. Graf to serve for the match at 5-3.
Last 15.
Well, in English, Steffi Graf said stupid. She hit it just a bit big. Graf hitting for a semi-final match if she can take this game. All 5-3 to Graf. Brilliant forehand again by Steffi Graf.
30-15.
Well, that takes us through to
15.
match point. Savchenko, she had a chance. She looks very disappointed about the whole thing. Graf to serve for the match. She's serving for a semi-final against Zina Garrison, who beat Pam Shriver 6-3, 6-2. Savchenko facing match point from the world's #1 player. And she's put it out. Steffi Graf through to the semi-finals in 3 sets.